Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, let's talk about my work experiences here. Hello, welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'll share with you my experiences kung paano ako nakapaghanap ng trabaho dito sa Australia. Para sa mga bago dito sa channel na to, my name is Irish and I'm a Filipino living here in Canberra for 4 years. So I'll share with you my journey on how I find my work here in Australia. This is Happy Irish and I hope you'll enjoy this video. In today's video, our topic is paano nga ba ako nag-apply or nakahanap ng work dito sa Australia. So to begin with, I actually waited for my visa. I went here in Australia back in 2016 on a tourist visa, and with the tourist visa, wala siyang working rights. So unfortunately, if you're planning to go on tourist here in Australia, pag tapos na tong what's happening right now, you cannot apply for work while you're on tourist visa. Meron silang working holiday visa na tinatawag, but unfortunately, our country is not included in that list. I'm not sure if that will change in the future, so you may want to do your further research. So moving on, after we lodged for our partner visa, that's when I got my bridging visa, which has working rights. So with that visa, pwede na akong mag-apply for job, and I don't have any limit with my working hours, so I can work full-time, I can work casually, or I can even work part-time. Wala siyang limit. And then when I got that working visa, or it's not really a working visa, but when I have my partner visa, it took me 2 months to find a job. My very first job here in Australia was working for a recruitment firm dito sa Canberra. So by the way guys, if you haven't learned yet from my previous videos, I am based in Canberra here in Australia, and Canberra is Australia's capital. Challenging to find a work kasi hindi siya ganun kalaki, hindi siya big city, and most of the jobs here are government-based jobs. So they are all government offices. So it's a little bit challenging because they would prefer you to be a citizen or on a permanent residency before kanila i-hire. But fortunately for me, it took me 2 months to find a work. So ang una kong job dito is working for a recruitment company where I do outbound calls for them. Saglit lang yun. It's not really a contract. It was just a casual work. Parang yung manager, when she interviewed me, she really liked me and she wanted me to do extra work for her team, so that's why she hired me. So after that job ended, I applied for another role, right? So naghintay ako ng siguro mga 1 week, nagsubmit ako ng resumes, and then because I have prior experience sa Philippines with one of the biggest telco here in Australia, nagamit ko yung experience ko later on, get my next job here in Australia, which is working for a retail company. So nag-start ako sa retail industry. It's an entry-level job in retail industry, but it's for one of the biggest telecommunications company dito sa Australia. And I was so lucky to be hired for that job kasi usually yung hinahire nila mga students, mga university students, and then I was on bridging visa A at that time, so hindi pa approve yung permanent visa ko or yung partner visa ko. So it was really challenging and difficult sales store. So nasa frontline ako, and I was there for 2 years and 8 months. And then before I left, I was already like coaching, mentoring other staff kasi nga medyo tenured na ako dun sa store, and I have to leave the job because merong mas magandang opportunity na dumating, which was my third job here in Australia. It's for another recruitment firm, but unfortunately this one didn't succeed, so hindi siya nag-push through. It was very short. Hindi ako nag-fit culturally sa company, so that's why I decided to just leave and to find another job. Mabilis lang dito mag-exit. It's not even, unless nakapag 1 year ka na sa company, you don't need to render. But I'll save that story for another time. So if you want, you can let me know. Again, comment down below, and I'll be happy to share with you that experience where I was let go of a job. A next job that I have is the current job that I am in right now, which I'm really happy with. I feel like it was a blessing in disguise. The job that I have is my fourth job here in Australia, which is really a blessing in disguise because hindi ko talaga inaasahan na matatanggap ako for this role. I even thought at some point na ako yung wild card kasi yung mga kasabayan ko, they hired 5 people with me, with myself including, and then they hired me on the day that I'm supposed to visit Philippines. So yung day na yon, flight ko for Philippines, I was literally stepping into the plane. Naka-receive ako ng tawag from the manager saying that, "Hey Luke, we're offering you the role. Do you want to accept it?" Medyo dito sa role na to nag-e-enjoy ako because this is really my passion. I love helping people. And though yung sa recruitment firms hindi man nag-succeed, because that was like a dream job for me. I really love helping people. And then feeling ko ito yung job na binigay sa akin ni Lord kasi feeling ko dito ako mag-bloom, and that's why I'm still here, and I'm really liking each and every day that I'm going to work. I'm motivated each day. The things that I did when I was applying for that job is, una, nag-apply ako through Seek. I uploaded my profile, and then I also uploaded my updated resume, and because una pa lang siya na job, wala ka pa talagang references. So, importante din yun sa kanila. But here in Australia, lalo na dito sa Canberra, I would say here in Australia, mas mabigat sa kanila yung experience mo than your educational background. So, it really does help if meron ka ng previous experience dun sa job na ina-applyan mo. And it's important as well na kapag nag-submit ka ng resume, make sure na yung resume mo is hina-highlight yung mga previous experiences mo na bagay din dun sa job. Be sure that you tailor-fit your resume for the role that you're applying for. That's one of the biggest tips that I could give. Kasi napansin ko sa atin mga Filipinos, and mostly sa mga Pilipina na nakakausap ko, nag-a-apply lang sila ng kung ano-ano, and kung ano-anong jobs lang yung pinagsasubmitan nila ng resume. Guys, don't be desperate. You know your worth, you know your skills, alam mo yung mga experiences mo. So kung alam mo na ito dapat yung trabahong a-applyan mo, I know na sinasabi nila, don't be picky. Yan yung pinaka-common na advices ng iba na nandito, matagal na dito sa Australia. Kasi sila engineer before and they have to go through series of process. Well, that's good on them. Kung gusto nilang mag-start at very entry level, that's really fine. Pero kung sa palagay mo, meron ka mga transferable skills na bagay dun sa position na open or the bagay dun sa hinahanap ng isang company, go for it. Just be confident. Lalo na kapag meron kang X number of experience para sa role na yun yung ibenta mo. Even though you don't have any experience locally, mapapansin ka. It depends on how you present your skills and expertise in your resume at the end of the day. At saka kung paano mo din dalhin yung sarili mo during the interview process. Na merong cover letter, yung application ko, para mag-stand out na agad siya. Kasi not most of the applicants, dinidisregard nila yung cover letter, and it's still relevant, guys. Uso pa din ang cover letter. Hindi masamang maglagay ng cover letter doon sa application mo because that's where you can sell more your experience and expertise for the role that you're applying for. Make sure that your cover letter as well is just a 1-page. Make sure that your cover letter is short and concise. I-highlight mo lang dapat dun yung pinaka-essential na experience sa role na hinahanap nila. So make sure that you read the job description prior to submitting the application. Kasi in my own experience, naranasan ko din na hindi ako nagbasa ng job description, submit ng resume. That was my early days of applying for a job. And na makareceive ka ng tawag sa kanila, that's already considered as a phone interview or an initial interview. So dapat prepared ka na para sa initial interview mo. This is just my tip, okay? So when I received the call, even in my current company, they called me right away after submitting the application. So nag-stand out talaga yung resume because of the cover letter that I made sure to include during my application. So make sure na nagbasa ka ng job description, na-review mo yung company, at least para pagtawagan ka nila, meron kang isasagot. Kasi in my experience, tinawagan ako ng company and I did not know what to say. Sinabi niya, what do you know about this job? What do you know about our company? And wala akong isagot. Nga, hindi ako nagbasa, hindi ako nag-research. So make sure that before you submit an application then, make sure that you read the job description and make sure that you can see yourself working with this company in this role na masaya ka and ma-enjoy mo. Kasi at the end of the day, it's your work. You'll be spending most of your time there, diba? So it only makes sense na dapat you're happy with it. Gumagamit kayo ng Facebook for applying jobs kasi meron sa Facebook Market, diba? Make sure that your profile is presentable and that you're using appropriate primary picture na hindi siya, make sure na it's professional because this time you're using your Facebook for job hunts so they can easily see what's on your Facebook. So make sure that your profile there is professional looking. Okay, depende din yan sa work na ina-applyan mo. Thing is, applying for jobs here in Australia, hindi lang siya limited sa pagsasubmit ng resume online. Meron pa din yung traditional way which you can walk in to the office or walk into the store, especially sa mga retail and hospitality places. So, pwede kang mag-walk in sa hotel and submit your resume to them directly, but that may or may not result in a good outcome kasi depende din yun sa pinagpapasahan mo ng resume. Most of the time, mga staff lang din yung nandyan, but if it's the manager, if it happens to be the manager, make sure that you communicate and that you present yourself well. And then the other thing is that on your phone interview or job interview or your whatever interview it is, make sure that you dress your best kasi diba, you always dress for the job that you'd like to have, and then make sure that you prepare for it. But that's for another day, that's for another video. I would say is, depending on the job that you're applying for, make sure that you research, okay? Kasi merong mga jobs dito that would require you to get certifications in a driver's license. Pinaka-common to sa healthcare industry. Meron din minsan sa hospitality, kailangan ka talagang merong certification. Like, kung gusto mong pumasok sa childcare, aged care, and some healthcare na mga setting, kailangan mo talaga ng certifications and driving license. Yun talaga yung pinaka-requirement nila. In my case, hindi na ako nag-aral ng English because I can communicate in English and hindi ko nakitang barrier yon. But if I really need to, I would have, pero hindi ko naman kailangan. So I will be glad to share with you more about the job application process because I think I have spare tips and tricks in my pocket with regards to job application and job hunting. Sabihan nyo lang ako, leave me a comment. So again guys, if you are looking for a job, I wish you luck with your application. Alam kong hindi madaling maghanap ng trabaho, especially around this time because of the current situation na meron tayo. But keep going, keep submitting your resume. Pero when you submit your resume, make sure that it's strategic. I wish you luck in your job application. If you currently have a job that you love and enjoy, make sure that you savor it kasi hindi lahat ng tao may work sa panahon ngayon. So, we don't have the right to complain. Pay-wise, here in Australia, I'm not 100% sure kung magkano yung mga sahod. Guys, I hope meron kayong napulot na mga tips and tricks dito sa video na to. It's our video for today, guys. Kung meron pa akong mga tips na hindi na-share, you can leave them in the comment section down below. You can subscribe to my channel for more fun content. And then I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye! Is that all?